Like Unity, it's PTC is a own platform. Like in PTC, you'll get Katiam, Cordona, like that. All those things will going to come like that. PTC. So what happening is when I was discussing in our office, they are telling Unity. In Unity, Vuforia is there. So that is different, or this is different. Just I wanted to know.
Vuforia is completely different from Unity. Unity has nothing to do with the Vuforia. As I said before, if you want to develop an AR application, you need two items. One, which can develop the end platform, that is like a mobile, PC, console, or whatever the end platform is.
Okay.
Second one, which understand augmented reality. Okay. So in this understanding end platform, we are using Unity. You may use any other software. Like for Apple, you can use an Xcode. You can use Android Studio for Android. And there are other development platforms which you can develop. You can use Unreal Engine. You can use CryEngine. You can use Coco Studio X. There are a lot of other frameworks. But we use Unity to ship an end platform. Now to understand, to make Unity, and also to understand that we are developing an AR application. For that, we need a plugin or framework which has the Android is all the augmented reality stuff, augmented reality libraries. That is, we are using Vuforia. Besides that, I have also mentioned some examples like AR Core, AR Kit.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have shared the PPT with you. Have you got it?
Did you share? Yeah, I messaged you that also. No, I have not got it till now.
No, I have mailed you.
Yeah. When you mailed me?
Let me check my send message.
Yeah, I got it. PPT. Yeah.
So in that you have all that SDKs. What SDK is supported for augmented reality? What are the different types of SDKs for augmented reality? And those software development kit we bring into an engine or a framework to ship into an end platform.
This PPT content, what and all you shared on first day?
Yeah, first day, not all. First day I have opened two slides, right? One, this one, and the other one is more about the details, like how is the
Details.
eye functioning and all. But that PPT slide I can't share because I mean that share is I have developed it for a college because I do guest lecture for a college for augmented reality and AI subjects. So for them, I have developed, as you see, logos in that. So I can't share that slide openly. I can share. So the major content from that, which is required, I have put it in this slide, this PPT. So you can use this.
This PPT is generated by you, or like it's a.
This PPT is generated by me, and the other PPT is also is a subject. So as I have to teach subject, so I have need to collect all the information and put it in a PPT and share with the students, right? So that's all it is. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, tell me.
Yes. So you got it right. The Unity is different and Vuforia is different. So currently in this we don't have Vuforia. As I said, any library you are working on. I also mentioned this. This package doesn't contain anything related to Vuforia. So this is not now. This Unity is not capable of developing Unity. Sorry, a augmented reality application. For this to done, you need to bring a package which is uh, bring in a libraries, that is a package in this to make it a VR development, sorry, AR development, to capable of developing an AR application.
Still, I confused. Like now, Now, suppose like even now what I'm learning, this totally different. Before is totally different. What I'm learning is totally different.
Okay, for example, yeah, I mean, it's completely different. This is Unity. This is at the end, you will be using Unity for developing an application. But for to Unity to understand augmented reality, there are separate library. For example, if you want to do VR, virtual
Mhm.
reality, it's a complete different other. It is separate than augmented reality. All the libraries won't be available at the same time, so based on your application requirement, you bring in those libraries. If I want to develop an web related, yeah, application like Flipkart and all, then I will bring in libraries related to web development. If I want to develop an augmented reality, then I will bring in packages relating to augmented reality. So this is an engine. This is capable of developing wide variety of applications. But the end, what the application you need for that, you need to have some libraries, software development kit. So it just really to develop a software, you need a development kit which imports all the code or data relating to uh, the software, sorry, the type of software you are trying to develop. Like in the last example, as we have seen, it will image the target, map the target, create some endpoints. So all these things we won't do it, right? From the core, if we keep on doing from every application, then it will take years of time for developing one application. So all this code generally put into a package, already a package. So mapping, coloring, creating key points and all is already done by in package. We will use those package and we will just try to see if this is an image, you need to generate this content. All the mapping, targeting, key generations and everything is done within the package. So depend upon your application, what type of application you are building, you will bring in those respective package. Okay.
No, sorry, I'm little bit asking more question in
No issues,
this
no
one.
issues.
Yeah. What happened is, see, like basically, I told you in the beginning itself. See, I don't want to do any gaming in this one. I want to do as a mechanical related kind of a thing. I'm looking into this one.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, so yeah, yeah, that's the reason I'm there. So if it is not supporting the V4C, what our project is like from V4A to AR to output, it has to come
Okay.
like that. It is the structure is there. So I thought
Uh-huh.
Unity also contained a V4A because when they are sent, they mentioned V4A also. So I thought okay, V4A also covered. I thought
Okay. Yes, we will be covering V4, yeah.
you guys will
See,
be
yeah,
covering
okay.
V4A, right?
What I will explain is, see, okay. Now what I will explain you like this. Okay. So V4A is generally a code, only just a code.
Okay.
Okay. There is that code doesn't run on that code depends. There is only a code. It doesn't have the um, things you want to do. So if you
Okay.
imagine you have a 3D object and
Okay.
you want to show augmented reality on that object, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So for to do all these things, to recognize an object, to handle all these things,
Hmm.
you need the pattern recognition, the mapping of the key point, as I all said. Everything is requires a code, a logic.
Okay.
This logic, everything is built in a package, and that package is called a Vuforia.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that's only code, but at the end you need to define this code should be running on Android device or an iOS device, or what kind of device you want to run it on. For
Okay.
that you need to have a framework.
Mhm.
For those things to do, you need to have a framework. Only the code which is Vuforia can't run directly into an end application.
Yeah,
You
replication.
need to have a another another this one framework to make it communicate this augmented reality to communicate to an end application.
Okay.
Okay,
Now,
so
what I'm understanding is Unity is there. Then we'll going to bring the Vuforia in the Unity. Then Vuforia to AR. It will go like that, or
nahi, Vuforia is an representation of augmented reality. Okay.
okay.
Okay, so for example, let's take this like this. Okay. um mm, go through I will share my screen again. Okay. Okay, this is augmented reality. We are considering as AR. Okay. This is only code. This is like only code which tells you how to perform AR actions.
Okay.
How to develop an AR related application like what we have discussed in the previous, right? To enable a camera, and after enabling camera, capturing the real time world, and if it has recognizes something related to a pattern or this type, you get your projecting virtual object. See, everything is there in this code. Okay. Now second thing you have is this one, your end application. Okay, this is for example, this one is Android, and this one is iOS, and this one is something PC. Okay, PC, or take this one also Mac, for example. Or we have other lot of devices, as I showed you in the examples. There are a lot of head mounted devices, right, which we attach it to head and show it for display, like
Yeah.
Google HoloLens and all. So we will call them as HMD, head mounted devices. Okay, so this code can't recognize, this code has the only thing to understand augmented reality. It doesn't have the code how to run on an Android, how to run on iOS, because Android is complete different architecture,
Platform. Yeah,
programming
platform.
architecture. iOS completely different
Different
architecture,
platform. Yeah.
different platform, and PC Mac is completely different, and head mounted devices completely different. Right.
Okay.
So this can't understand all this. So this doesn't have the understanding of all the individual. So for this, what we do is we use frameworks. This is a framework. It's a framework.
Okay.
So this framework, what it does, it communicates between this to this. It understands this through an SDK. It's called SDK. Or in this scene, we are this SDK, we are, when we bought into Unity, it's looking as packages. Okay. Oh shit. Packages. Okay. So this AR should be bringing through an SDK. This everything code. What is the, we call it as a code slash, we can all, sorry, and we'll call it as plugins or code or plugins. Yeah. So this is a code or plugin that is an AR which understands only AR, and these are individual platforms, and this code doesn't understand anything of this. So for the reason, we will use a framework which understand all this. For example, if we see in Unity as a show, this is test PC, Mac, and Linux. So this application which you're trying to create, AR, is trying to target a PC machine like a Windows machine, Mac, Mac OS, which run for Apple, and Linux based OS. If you want to target to some other thing, see, you have other options like Android, tvOS, PS4, Xbox, WebGL. So depend upon your requirement, you can change the platform. So this entire framework changes into that particular end platform communication language so that that can understand. So in short, this framework, what we have is able to communicate with this, 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 and this. This framework has the capability to understand all this. So based on, if we now we are targeting our Android application, imagine. So if we go like this, go, then we switch platform, then this entire application which was targeting to PC now will be targeting on the top right, on the top left, you can see Android where my mouse is there. Now it's targeting Android. So this code is understand by this framework, and this framework will now understand, will tell them how Android to understand what is running on this.
Okay.
So this framework we are currently using Unity as a framework. Now besides this, there are a lot of frameworks. We have Xamarin for Windows, and we have Xcode. Xcode specifically runs for iOS and Mac. Okay. And Xamarin specifically runs for Windows and Android. But Unity is a cross platform. It can understand both Android and iOS. Same code you write, it can make it to understand Android and iOS. The only thing is to the same code you can just switch the platform here. Okay. Now you understood, right?
No, understood. Now V4, where it will come? No, where?
This is the AR core. So this AR core, this understanding, this one is Vuforia. This one is our Vuforia.
The entire thing is Vuforia.
Only this part, the AR part, understanding. This understanding part, this one we are AR understanding. This is Vuforia. Vuforia. Okay.
Got it. Yeah. Now some picture I got.
Okay. Cool. So anything? Any more questions?
No. So.
So that's the reason why, and the last I've also mentioned, like, since this is a framework, this isn't ready for developing an AR, because we need to bring this code into Unity. Then only this is capable of developing an AR application, because without this code you can't develop an AR application. Okay. So similarly, so that's how now we will try to bring in Unity package. Before that, I want to get more familiar with the Unity engine, the framework where you will be developing things.
Okay, can I share my desktop before starting?
Because still in the class, I will show you. Yeah, sure.
You want to see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yeah, just that file was. I introduced the cube now. So cube is here. Okay, but if I go to that one, rotation, it's not moving only.
So these are its properties, right? These are its properties.
Okay.
So properties, as I mentioned, you need to check in 3 ways. One, click on cube, click on the button, in the hierarchy. Now you have its properties on the right side. Inspector.
Yeah.
Inspector, right side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drop down the transform. transform. So these are its properties. You move any of the value, click and move. Click on the XYZ, any of the XYZ. Now, slide it left side to decrease the value and right side to click and move left or right.
Left or right?
Honey, go to any of the position, rotation or scale. What do you want? Do you want to move in a position?
Rotate. How to rotate now in this one?
How to rotate? Okay. So go to rotation, X value. Yeah. Rotation X. Go your cursor on X. Now you see this. Now click and move to the left. Drag it to the left. Yes. Click and drag. Fast. You can. The faster you move, the faster the value will increase. You can see it's rotating.
Oh, we can't move it here. You can't move it here, huh?
If you want to move it like there, from there, you need to press QWER, as I said. Press on E button.
Yeah.
So it's in game scene. So game, as I said, game window is the final rendering. You can't see anything here. Go on to the scene window. If you want to do any kind of modifications, you need to click on no. If you want to rotate in any of this, you can do like this. You can do modifications on the scene, but the final rendering is in the game.
Okay.
In the game, you can't see the modification stuff. It's only the final result what you have placed.
Okay. What about that camera lens? How you told like we can move that camera lens? That how you did?
So click on main camera. Here on the left side. Whatever there is elements you will see in hierarchy. Left side. Left. Not on the right. Left.
Okay.
This is camera. Click on camera. Main camera. Main camera. Below. There.
Main camera. Okay.
Main camera. See the view. You can see the white lines, right? That is the view.
Okay. We can change that view also.
You can change the view also. So where you want to change its properties on the right side in the inspector. Okay.
Main camera. This one, right?
Yes, main camera. The one you are attached is main camera. Now you are using its properties like position, rotation, scale, camera component, everything. This is light. So if you want to do anything with the lights, its properties are on the right side. Left side, everything hierarchy. In hierarchy, you have all the objects and its properties lies in the inspector. Okay.
And this one asset, for you, it's coming small. How to change that one?
You can, there is a slider on the bottom right. You see? Slider. Reduce that. Small. Okay.
Yeah. That is starting.
Yes. It will take time you to get familiar with the framework.
Because I'm not able to move only that I was trying. It was took very difficult.
So you need to right click and then you can use WASD to navigate.
Yeah.
Right click on the screen. Right click on the scene and then you try to use WASD.
WASD means
WASD. It's for generally movements for handling and player. You play games, PC.
Yeah.
So in the
is happening.
Player mostly moves with arrows or WASD, right? So
yeah, I pressed W. It's not highlighting.
No, keep on pressing the W. Right click and keep on press the W.
Pressing W.
Right click. Have you pressed on right click? Keep on clicking the right click. Don't release your right click. Then now W. Yes. When you use say this I icon, right? That means you have the option of using these 4 buttons, WASD. It is picturized there. Okay. If you want to look down, just right click and make it move in that particular direction. No need to use keys.
Okay.
If you want to rotate, means you want to look down or rotate or anything, right click and move the mouse pad. Sorry, obviously your mouse towards down to look down, up to look up, left and right as.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right click and WASD again. For that you can do the both
Okay.
ways. This is now, if you see these kind of shape, this is for rotation. Now
Rotation.
click on,
Yeah.
press W in keyboard, normal, just tap,
Okay.
just press it. Now this is for position.
Okay.
Okay. Then
Okay.
you can handle those arrows. Click on those arrows and you can handle it.
Oh. Oh. Okay. 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 Okay.
Got it? Now it's easier, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, imagine this is your scene and you will be supposedly showing your mechanical type of environment. Okay, this kind of environment you want to show, or any device kind of thing. Okay, for example, I'm just have these assets with me. So just place. Okay. Now what we do is, okay, interface, right? I was supposed to say. So okay, everything you object you create, okay, you can create an empty object and you can define if you want to act it and as, if, see, this is in Unity framework, so it already has a some characteristics defined for you. It the engine makes things easier for you. So if you want to have an object that has to have a property of collision, it should check the property of collision, or it's a mechanical wheel, or it should be rotating continuously, or how can I say? Mm, if it's an object that is a bounciness, that has its bounciness. To implicate the bounciness, we need to have a collision, and then again it should be rising up. So every object you define, every object has some respective properties, right? So as I said, all the properties are in the right inspector. Okay. If this has only the property of now position, rotation, scale, but it doesn't have the property of collision, right? So for to add a collision or add to any property to an object, you can use this add component button. Okay. So these are some already predefined objects. If this object is related anything to hearing an audio or creation of an audio, if you have a machine and that machine generates an audio, it's that object has an property of creating an audio, so you need to attach the property. Like it has, okay, it's an audio source, it is an audio source, it creates an audio. So if the same object has a collision property also, then you can use collision, physics and collider. If you add a collider, then that means this object has a collision property now. Then again, so depend upon your requirement for an object, you need to add the properties, and these properties can be accessible from add component. Okay. Now when we write scripts, in the sense we write script that if these properties are not available, then you need to have it write some own extra code for to handle its properties. So that's what we do here. In the asset folder, we create a script. And this script, for example, it should move. Okay, it has a move property. So what we these scripts handle through scripts is, so all these properties, we have wide variety of properties, and what to do those with those properties to add new functionality to the property, or to handle or modify this property at runtime, we will write a script. This script is actually important for us to develop an AR application. So
Uh-huh.
what we do is, if we have an object, we have an code which is in Vuforia,
Uh-huh.
and from Vuforia to understand this object, we need to write it somewhere. This is the object, this is the object, you need to communicate or
Uh-huh.
do something, any property. When the object is communicated, is connected, you need to rotate the fan of the machine, or
Okay.
if I pinch, it should scale its properties. So you need to use these functionalities, right? You need to use these properties, right? For
Uh-huh.
them to use, we will use script.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So this script, and also wide variety of different components you will get. Anything related to script you will find in the script section. As I said, I have created a move script, and this is followed into it move in the script section. Similarly, anything you want to do with physics, everything is in the physics section. And if the content is video type, then it's having video component. So depend upon your requirement of the particular object, you can do things. Okay, so these are the components. uh, Now I guess we are mostly done with the UI interface. This was the last only thing I left, because I thought I would be explaining script also, but we will wait for what we will do. We will start with the AR application itself. After the complete introduction of Vuforia also, when we start programming, then I will explain each component, when to add, how to add, and why to add.
Okay.
Okay, now if I explain, since we are not doing things again, it will be Greek and Latin. Okay. Okay, so like so this is, so now we'll go to Vuforia. Okay, Vuforia. So the same script which I have shared, I will be opening the same script. Okay, download.
I created that one, right click, and I created a script.
Uh,
But in inspector, it's not coming. It's coming as a script only.
no, can you show me?
Okay. Able to see?
Yes, yes, yes.
You see this move?
This is script. Okay.
Okay.
So as I said, this is projector, this is inspector. Okay.
Okay.
Inspector shows only the properties of any respective object. If it's in project, that means it's in raw format.
Okay.
So in raw format, this script has only code.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
doesn't have anything. If
Okay.
you want this script to be handled in a game, then it should be in scene.
In
Okay.
C.
See,
Okay.
scene that means in hierarchy.
Okay.
Not on the scene folder here. See, you can okay, I will show you this. Okay, okay, let me share my screen.
Okay.
Okay, so see, this is the project, this is the project folder.
Yeah.
This project folder, this script you have created is in project only. That means this is in your application, but
Okay.
is not ready to come on scene yet. You haven't decided it when to come on scene.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to, if you decide, like, see, I have two types of scene. One is, okay, one is, will show, don't save. One is this scene,
Mhm.
and the other one is this scene. Okay, we have two types of scene. Okay, two types of scene. Now currently I will just unload this scene. Okay, we'll keep this scene only. In this scene, what you want to show is, let me add an game object UI. Imagine this is your UI, but UI scene.
Mhm.
Okay, just doing. The button is in top right corner. I will just position in the center. I have positioned this in center. Okay. Now imagine this is your UI scene and this is your application scene.
Mhm.
Okay. This is your application scene. The application scene, you will load content to imagine your aeroplane in its details.
Mhm.
For even to start, you need to have an UI scene, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So these are two different scenes. As now, in this scene, you have only some particular properties,
Mhm.
and this scene is for another particular to display something else. So
Okay.
you may have multiple scenes in a project.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, so now this the things on a project, you can decide whether this scene to come in the whether this object or entity, anything, an object or any element, you
Mhm.
want to come in this scene or this scene, you need to have it determined.
Mhm.
So until unless you put it here, it won't be it. Until unless you put it in hierarchy, it will show only its raw properties. Now if I put this in an hierarchy, that is, this is a component, right? As I told, it's a script in a component. Then
Mhm.
if you need to have this, you need to attach to any of the object. For example, I am attaching this to this one. So I want this button to move also. In while I am using an UI, I
Mhm.
want this button to move up and down, like highlighting, animating stuff. Then I can either bring and put it in hierarchy. Okay, so
Okay.
it comes. So now this button has this property of move.
Move.
Now I can use this rector transform this property, and through script I am handling this one to make it at while building an application.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
Got it right.
Yeah.
Similarly, this one, this, if you can see, this is only to display text. If I disable this, I don't see any text here.
Mhm.
So for this object, this has a property of displaying text. So this is, see, I have a text component attached. So this should have a text property. So this have a I have attached a text property to it so that it will display text. Now this is a button. Okay, if this button has this white background image, if I want my button to be red, then I can put red kind of color image. No, this button is also should be handling click interaction. So this button is interactable. So for this, I need to have a button property. So similarly, if you want to do anything to those stuff, you can have its properties added here. If this button should also do some collision stuff, I can use a collider. If this button also while clicking it should generate a sound, this button, then I will assign a audio clip to it. Understood?
Mm,
So
yeah. Yeah.
every object you have, you can define its properties here. So then on so here it, this is, since it's not in a scene or not binded to any of the object, when you click here it will show in its only its raw properties.
Mm,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
done. So okay, components done. Then next we will go for Vuforia. Okay. Vuforia. Okay. Okay. So as you had a problem, right? So this slides will make clear your perception about Vuforia. Vuforia is an software development kit (SDK) for mobile devices that enables the creation of augmented reality application.
Okay.
Okay. Until unless there is no Vuforia, it doesn't have the sense of understanding how the augmented reality works. When you put this in SDK, then it knows Vuforia. Then it knows you can develop it uses computer vision technology to recognize and track planar images and 3D objects in real time. This image recognition capability enables developer to position and orient virtual objects such as 3D models and other media in relation to the real world objects when they are viewed through camera of a mobile device. So as I said, so you for the real world, so SD augmented reality generally is in our sense what it was. Augmented reality was projecting an augmented 3D graphic data into the real world. Okay. Through some understanding, through some any kind of understanding, whether it's a marker based AR, whether it's a markerless or it's a location based, we need to have an understanding on which type of AR, and on based on that we need to generate the graphic data onto the real world through a device. So all the steps like mapping a device, all the stuff like recognizing what kind of AR is using and handling its position and other properties, and also viewed through the camera of a mobile device. All this, everything is done through Vuforia. Basically, Vuforia is completely understanding of augmented reality. Okay. The virtual object then tracks the position and orientation of the object in real time. So the viewer's perspective on the object corresponds with the perspective of the target. So since so it also handles all this, like you have an image target. When the target is moving, it should track the object which you are viewing through should also be tracked accordingly. So these all features we handle through Vuforia. So basically it's a library or package which you bring into Unity, and then you develop understand, you give the sense of understanding of augmented reality, and you develop the application. Okay. So how to this is basically Vuforia. You understand the Vuforia, right?
Yeah, it's just a SDK, like it's a bridge kind of thing, right?
Yes, it's a only understanding. It's a library package which knows which knows augmented reality. If imagine you don't want to develop an augmented reality, you want to develop an virtual reality application. Okay, then still you will be using Unity to understand the end platforms. But instead of AR or Vuforia, you will be using Google VR SDK. Okay. So if you want other kind of SDK, so imagine now if you want to understand, and if you are developing for Oculus, you know Oculus?
Sorry, Oculus is a.
So if you want to develop an Oculus device, right?
It's a device,
targeting Oculus device, then you need to use an Oculus SDK. Oculus SDK. which again uh, okay, which again interacts with Unity.
Uh-huh.
And Unity tells the all the understands with all the platforms, respective platforms to understand. So these libraries you develop based upon your uh, type of application you try to be. If I want to use VR, I don't need a Vuforia. If I need an AR, then I'm using Vuforia.
Euphoria.
Okay. Mm. So okay. So and again, as I said, see, Vue4E is basically a package or a library, a software development kit, which has all the understanding of augmented reality. Now, how to create a Vue4E account? Okay, so we can use. We need to go to Vue4E developer portal. Okay,
Yeah.
you can do along with me.
Yeah.
Google, you can just type Vuforia Unity. You can see, right?
Okay.
Vuforia Unity. So it will directly navigate to the development page. Developer for this one.
Euphoria Unity. Yeah.
Okay. Vuforia Unity is already developed within add Vuforia engine to Unity project and upgrade to the latest version.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Sorry, I forgot to tell. Sorry, this was supposed I have to told it before. So see, this is a Vuforia is only a library which has its own understanding of augmented reality. Okay, this is a third party plugin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, if you want to use, if you don't want to use Vuforia for imagine in the stance, but you want to have augmented reality AR. So as I said, besides Vuforia, there were other things like Wikitude. I will open the slide. Uh, Besides Vuforia, you also have a Vuforia AR Toolkit, Google Core, Apple Kit, MaxST, Wikitude, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are also completely are AR SDKs, AR development SDKs. Besides
Okay.
that, Unity has its own SDK that is uh, AR Foundation, which you can enable it through player settings, XR, AR core supported virtual reality device, AR core supported XR. If you enable this, it will directly map your AR foundation to your project. So without Vuforia also you can use Unity AR foundation for developing AR projects.
Okay, that should be every time should be ticked or
No, once you tick right, it will import those kind of libraries into your project.
okay.
And you can see those in packages.
Packages. Okay.
Okay. Uh, okay. But we will use, but now we will use Vuforia for understanding augmented reality. But since there are wide variety, we will use because it easier.
Okay.
Okay. So you have navigated to this page, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now click on this. It will ask for your login. So if you don't have any login, create it. Register. Use this register button. Create our account now.
It won't work that registration, right?
Sorry.
Unity registration, it won't work, no?
Previously, if you have already any account registered, you can use that. अच्छा ईमेल आईडी Have you logged in?
1 minute.
Okay. So go to the again the link which we actually landed right first when we press Unity development. Okay. Okay. Click on OK. Go to the Google search again. Okay. Or you can go to downloads.
Downloads, huh?
Yes, downloads. I guess it can download something.
Yeah.
Yes. See, so Vuforia, besides Unity, if we are developing for specifically for the targeting Android, this is the SDK you will use.
Mm-hmm.
If you are on to iOS, specifically targeting for iOS, you will use this. If you are using for Windows, Universal Window Platform,
Mm-hmm.
so you will be using this. But since we are using a framework that is respect to Unity, we will be using this. If you are using the Android, download Android one, right? You need to use Android Studio SDK. Sorry, framework.
Okay.
If
So
you are
right now we are using
downloading,
Unity.
if you are downloading for iOS, then you need to develop through Xcode instead of Unity. You should be using Xcode.
Okay.
If you are using UWP, you can use either Visual Studio or Xamarin
Mm-hmm.
for developing this instead of Unity. But since we have an Unity which can communicate with Android, iOS, Windows, and everything, we will be using Unity because it's easier.
Okay.
Okay, understood right now?
Yeah. Got it.
The Vuforia package and why we are using Unity.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I have to add before your engine, right?
Yes. Add Vuforia engine to Unity project and upgrade to the latest version. Agree. So this is the Unity package downloaded. You can go to the location. Okay, you have clicked, double click. No, okay. So okay, what happens is I will just explain. So when you click on it, right? Generally, when the application is downloaded, you click it, it will run.
Yeah.
So when this package is downloaded, when you clicked it, it actually recognize what is whether the Unity project is opened or not.
Okay.
If it's open, it will bring it into that Unity project.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you click import, it will import into your currently opened Unity project. So you
Okay.
can cancel it. I will just explain you how to import from Unity so that both ways you can understand.
I need to cancel now.
Cancel it.
Okay.
Cancel it. So one way is go to the location. Go to the location where you have downloaded. Your PC slow or the streaming is slow? Okay.
Steam is slow.
Okay. So if you double click or don't click now, if you double click as you seen before, it will directly open you into the current Unity project. For
Okay.
example, if you have 2 or 3 multiple instances of Unity projects running simultaneously, then you can drag this and drop into the respective Unity project you are working on.
Okay. Suppose
Working on this Unity project. If you imagine
so
now currently you have one into the project, you don't directly bring things into hierarchy. Bring into project. Yes.
Favorites or
And
assets.
assets. Everything should be in assets only.
Yeah.
So this is another way of bringing things. Now click on cancel.
Okay.
So the third type of is importing from the Unity project. So maximize your Unity project. Okay. Now here in asset folder, right? So if you want to right click on the assets, not there in the asset folder, sorry, in the project window, asset folder. Here import package. custom package. So go to your location, downloads, and you can see Vue4a. Yes, click open. So these are the ways you can bring in any asset or Unity package into Unity folder. Okay. Okay. Import. Now click import. It will be coming into your project now.
Well, every time I have to do the same thing.
No, it's one time only. If in case if you want to bring other packages, means if you want to bring other type of assets, that's I'm letting you know how to bring those assets into Unity
Assets too. Okay.
from
Okay.
outside. Yes.
Outside. Okay. Now, if I close this Unity and if I open also, Vuforia will be there.
Once it's into your project, it will be in your project.
Okay.
Until unless you delete it. So update is checked with that checking your latest one and it's bringing your latest. So now you can see after the importation is done, right? You can see the Vuforia package in
Assets.
In the packages.
Oh, packages. Sorry.
चेक करो तुम चेक करो एक बार मिर्ची कम लगा मिर्ची ज्यादा है आपके लिए Is it stuck or I don't know? Is it stuck?
No, it's reading.
Okay, resolving packages.
Yeah.
Then will these things takes a lot of time. Okay.
It will take time, I think.
I guess it is taking time. I will show in my scene. Okay. My laptop. Do this downloads. Okay, I have downloaded it or not. I don't know. Okay, I guess I haven't downloaded it. Agree. If it's your done, then let me know. Okay, this is the latest one. I also haven't gone through this. Okay, news scope registry is now over in the package manager. Okay, remove close. Okay, done. So see, you can see when after doing that, Euphoria is already there in your Unity now. Now your
Sharing?
Unity is now capable of. You can see this one, right?
Are you sharing? No.
I'm sharing the screen.
Got stuck there.
Okay, let me share once again. Can you see now?
No, nothing is working because of that installation.
Okay, your PC is stuck.
Hanged.
Okay, for now you can close your Unity from Task Manager. You can see now. We will just finish this. We will do the rest of the Vuforia session tomorrow. If you can close your Unity and you can just see my shared screen. Hello, Rupesh. Hello. 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 So now you see after importing, right? You can see the Vuforia now.
Okay.
Okay. Same thing you can see here. Okay, close. Then I can see the packages. In the packages, now you can see Vuforia engine AR.
Yeah.
So before this, it was not ready to develop an VR application. Now it is.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, AR application. Now it is ready for developing an AR application. So you tomorrow, right? So in the meantime, if we can download this and bring into Unity, tomorrow I will explain how to use what is means exactly what is all inside in Vuforia, how to register, how to connect your Vuforia to your database, how to initialize Vuforia and Unity and all. I will explain it tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any question?